The biggest question I get asked is, what should I sell on Etsy? Or is this a good product idea? And today's video is going to address just that. I'll be teaching you 5 ideas of what you can add to your Etsy shop, whether you are just starting out or you're already a 7-figure seller or anything in between. And these 5 ideas are actually trends that are not yet big on Etsy. So these are trends that I've sourced outside of the Etsy platform that you can bring into your shops. Whether you sell digital, print on demand, handmade supplies, hand-picked, vintage, and think about how you could incorporate these either into your products or into your backgrounds of your products. So I'm talking about your mock-ups and maybe some props. The first one is a fun one, and this literally could mean taking what you currently sell and just flipping it on its head. Yes, I mean literally. This trend is upside down lettering. So here we see it on hoodies, on hats, even on things like wall art or totes. Here are some fun hats, right, where it's like the city. And when they're picturing it, you can see here they're picturing a lot of them together, but some of them are upside down, some of them are right side up. Stay weird, right? So it could be one word right side up, the other upside down. Let's say you have a brand. You could even put your logo upside down. This one says pickle. I'm thinking like pickleball. So consider taking any text that has worked well for you in the past and put it upside down. And then consider putting it on more apparel, accessories, or wall art types of items. The next trend reminds me of my 73-year-old mom, and this is the pressed flower trend. So we are seeing a comeback with pressed flowers. A lot of times we're seeing them directly in resin. So not necessarily in glass, but maybe in between acrylic or within resin. So like we see here, resin coasters. We're also seeing pressed flowers as decoration. So here we are seeing the pressed flowers actually on a cake. So it looks very 3-dimensional. And there's a retailer that's actually selling these pressed flowers as cake decorating kits. How unique is that? Here, kind of with a pressed flower theme, but this is actually with dried flowers, not pressed. So preserved flowers nonetheless. Here we see in a clear glass candle stand. Here we see in glass drinkware, again with glass drinkware. And now this is meant to have kind of the pressed flower look on glassware. It doesn't have to be real pressed flowers, but it could be the look of it. This is a really unique take to do it in the stem of drinkware. So it kind of at the base of the stem. Here we're seeing it with wall art. This is not meant to have something that is a picture in it. This is the standalone art. Now here's another take. This is fun. This is clovers. So pressed clovers. They're not 4-leaf, but you still get the same idea. Pressed flower lettering, a pressed flower bouquet. So sometimes it is through floral preservation. So let's say preserving someone's bouquet from their wedding or from their baby shower. We see it a lot in jewelry boxes and trinket boxes or in anything glass. So even like glass lanterns. All right, the next trend is one of my favorites, and you can absolutely incorporate this into your shop immediately. And this is dark brown details. Dark brown details. It is the new black. Move over navy, move over gray. We see it here with kind of like an ivory. Try to avoid bright white with chocolate. So we're seeing more dark browns show up in wood. White oak had a strong moment. Before that, it was like distressed, kind of grayish. You'll notice though, it's not much of a red undertone. It's not super dark, like almost black. It is really a true chocolate look. And we're also seeing it with other types of furniture like the ceramic lamp. Details in ceramics. Again, do you see how this is combined with kind of an ivory, an off-white, not a pure white? We're seeing it on borders as well. Think about anytime you'd have a border on something. Maybe it's stationery, maybe it's a quilted item, a frame, but think about incorporating a darker brown as that border. Also seeing it with accessories, and we see it with footwear as part of that. Chocolate brown also is a really great color to pair with gold. Now here we see it with a silver, with kind of a chrome silver, which is a different look. Here we see it with kind of a woven look. I just think this kind of is a nod to wicker and rattan. I think we're going to see a lot of the chocolate brown coming into those tones as well. Again, the beaded accents in that dark brown, and with vases. Anytime you have like vases or earthy colors, bring in a chocolate brown tone. We see it with furniture, so like wood colors for chairs and furniture, candle vessels, and table kind of bowls and displays, like shelf decor. Okay, now this next trend is a spin off of the chocolate brown, and this is one of my favorites. It is a new floral trend that I am loving, and I would put this all over my home if I could. And this is the brown floral trend. We see it a lot with pillows. So if you do anything with fabric, especially for the home, tea towels, pillows, blankets, bedding, shower curtains, nursery decor, or like bring in the brown florals. Here we see it on the slip cover with the ruffle. Here again is that same print. We're also seeing it with wallpaper. So this is not combined with a pure white. It is combined with more of a natural ivory. You might think, oh, this looks like a pure white, but if you compare it to the white background here, it's still not a pure white. And we have different shades of chocolate brown to kind of make that work. Here we see brown mixed with black and kind of a slate gray. Love that for a super sophisticated table napkin. Again, with the kind of off-white background on the wallpaper. This would be great wrapping paper too. Here's a really cool, looks almost textured wallpaper. That would be a great wrapping paper too. Now here we're mixing in kind of some olive tones as well with the browns. That tends to complement really nicely. Again, with some of the green undertones on the pattern there. Here's a little bit more of an abstract look, but we are mixing those brown tones. Love that. That is beautiful. And look at the background. I want you to pay attention to the background too. It really allows the highest contrast thing about this image to be the product. Here is more of like an orangey brown undertone, but love this combination. Here's another great pattern with the browns. So we're seeing it a lot in home decor accents. And then rugs. Rugs is another thing that we're seeing a lot of browns with. And so if you can combine a couple different shades, a few shades of browns into a kind of more abstract floral look like this one, print-on-demand rugs are a great way to go. Love this, mixing it with the blue and the slate navy colors. Yeah, this is maybe one of my favorite trends that I've seen in 6 months. The next trend is another floral trend, and this is so fun, so sweet, and this is the daisy trend. And the daisy trend is fun because it's kind of nostalgic, kind of a nod to like 90s childhood. So with the daisy trend, I want you to remember that we can make it look as sophisticated or as childlike as we want. As we've talked about, trends come through denim, trends come through socks. We always see trends show up in those two places. So here we see the daisy embroidery on this denim. Here we're seeing it as a fabric table runner. Now, this is like a piece of chiffon that has daisies printed all over it. The way that this photo is picturing it, suddenly just a maybe 5 yards of chiffon becomes a lone table runner. And so always remember, you can repurpose things to have different purposes and utility, even if it's something as simple as fabric. Here we're seeing it again come through denim with this all over print. It almost looks like painted denim. Here with the wicker trend, we are seeing the daisies come through. Here we're seeing it with the pops of yellow, with this all over print, really beautiful detail. And this is a good example of making it look more sophisticated. And then here we see not the traditional yellow and white daisy, but the two-tone look. And it's really one tone, but it has a two-tone look because they're mixing two different textures. So remember, that's another way to get a two-tone look is by having everything one color, but mixing two textures. And it creates the same feel of a two-tone, very subtle pattern. Here we're seeing it in bathrooms. So kitchen and bath, oftentimes we see trends show up there as well. This is a more subtle look with more of an orangey yellow, like marigold color center, gives a little bit more of a sophisticated look. In beads, remember the beaded kind of daisy anklets? We are seeing that come back. All my 90s gals, I think we're in for a treat this summer. I love that daisy trend. I would encourage you to source it. I would encourage you to incorporate it into your handmade or print on demand or digital items. And I think you can really make that stretch beyond the spring summer season if you do it in the right way. All right, I hope you enjoyed these 5 ideas for things you can add to your Etsy shop. And as a thank you for staying through the video, I'd love to give you a little gift. We have a 16-step checklist to grow your Etsy shop, and that is free. That is in the description. And then we also have the opportunity to purchase our full trend forecast for the season. So we'll put the link to that as well if you'd like to have that. There's over 60 pages of trends in there for you, and I hope you enjoy. All right, and if you enjoy my trend videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.